Man, that was a fantastic win! Did you know that Ovechkin almost outshot the Leafs by himself? It was a fantastic win! Let's go! Good. We all feel Stop! Never gets rusty! What am I doing? Into my kitchen! Producer Drew, can you fix all this? And when it comes to the Toronto Maple Leafs, you can crumple, yeet! Saw that going differently. With you wherever you are, welcome to LFR. Victory puppies, Iggy! I think we found our new starting wool tender. Did he catch it? He didn't catch it. It would have been perfect. It wasn't a good throw. They won! That goofy Ovechkin stat was true. By the way, he had 14 shots on goal. The Leafs only had 17. Anyway, Leafs win! 4-1 over the Washington Capitals. I tweeted this during the game. They got outshot 37-17. You probably shouldn't be playing too many games like that. But it's October, and they won, and it's fun and hilarious. It also didn't really feel like the Capitals outplayed the Leafs badly. And I know some of you were like, Steve, shut up. You're burying the lead here. Talk about the man from the pregame with your face on the jersey, Steve. Right. So if you were watching the pregame show on TSN, because this game was on TSN, you would have noticed that when they were showing Joseph Woll, they showed someone behind the net. And that someone was wearing a shirt with my face on it, doing it's a pose, doing the pose. The sexy Cat Austin Powers man pose. Drew, put it on the screen next to me. Yeah. So I actually know who that is, and I knew they were at the game. I just didn't expect them to end up on national television. He is a Capitals fan by the name of Charlie McManus, and he sent me this tweet before the game. Warm-up quest. Scare opponents. Let's go Caps. And look at the face. I'm scared. I am scared. No, if you look, you'll see my horrific, awful signature on his jersey, and that's because I actually met Charlie when I did a book signing in Washington, D.C. at the Russian Machine Never Breaks event. We really should sell those shirts. The Leafs might get mad, but it might be worth it. We could just remove the logo. Anyway, don't steal that, please. Don't! Anyway, big shout out to Charlie. It's not the first time I've seen him wear that shirt to a Leafs Caps game. He actually, I believe, wore it to a Tom Wilson autograph signing, and he got a picture with Tom Wilson while wearing the shirt. Washington Capitals fans, they like to have fun. Hey, you know what they didn't have during this game? Fun! Like, no fun at all. The game started, and the Capitals were outshooting the Leafs 1,000,000,000. It wasn't good, but they showed on the TSN broadcast that the shot attempts were actually much closer than the shots that made it on net. And to me, the difference appeared to be the power plays. The Leafs took a slower, more methodical approach. The Caps just did volume. That was just the eye test, and now looking at the numbers, wow, I was right. Joseph Woll faced 14 shots on the power play tonight, or rather, I guess the penalty kill for the Leafs, and only allowed one of those goals to go in. Generally speaking, if you get 14 shots on your power play any given night, you should expect to get more than one goal. That's where the game was won and lost. Darcy Kuemper, on the other hand, only saved 3 out of 5, meaning he allowed 2 goals. Like I said, this is where the game was won and lost. You could just say goaltending, and you'd probably be right, but it was there specifically, on the special teams. Now, the Leafs almost went down 1-0 on a Nick Backstrom goal, but they didn't, on account of Ovechkin was in the net, man! What's funny is I didn't even notice that happen in real time. I'm like too busy following the puck, and I knew there was a flurry, and at the end of it, I saw the pile of bodies, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they challenge this. And to the Leafs' credit, they weren't sure, and you should take your time with goaltender interference calls because you never know. They decide at the very end of the timeout, you can see the ref is like, all right, come on, your timeout's done. They decide to challenge it. They show the replay, and I'm sorry, it's objectively funny. Ovechkin just... This man wanted to put a puck in the net so bad that he put himself in there. Ovi without a goal is a problem. This guy wanted to put the puck in the net so bad, he's like, I'm going in myself. And weirdly, it didn't work. I wanted to get this question in early because it's highly relevant. Really have been impressed with the goal challenges of late. Been spot on. Kudos to the Leafs bench. If it feels like the Leafs have been really good at challenges to start this season and at the end of last season, you're right. It's actually based in objective truth. They're like 10 for their last 10 or 11 for their last 11. These are offside challenges, goalie interference challenges. Now, offside is a skill in itself, but it's still a little bit more black and white, right? You got the line and don't cross the line and all that stuff. Goalie interference, I don't know. If they had called that a good goal, I'd be like, yeah. Like, I wouldn't even be that mad. I've seen them call dumber things goals. I'd be like, what the heck is Woll supposed to do? There's a literal 230-pound man in his net. Plus, I think he got a bonk on the top of the helmet with a stick. Like, he was battling in there. But, like, Ovechkin wasn't pushed in there. He just literally ran over the goalie. Like, ran in there at full speed, tripped over the goalie's pads, and ended up in the net. Capitals fans, I know you might not be in the best mood right now. I'm sorry. Objectively funny. You'll wake up tomorrow and you'll think it's funny. At very least, you'll think it's funny by lunch. And they say it's no goal. And Caps fan, you know how this goes. Of course it's no goal. Of course the Capitals are out shooting the Leafs. Of course the Leafs get a power play. And of course the Leafs score on it. Morgan Rielly with the shot, and it's in the middle, isn't it? This is first of the season. We like that. Where it's caught in the middle is I'm stuck between, hey, that's a really nice shot, Mo, and Kemper probably should have had that. Rielly with the sneaky squeaker just right under the arm of Kemper, and it's 1-0 Leafs. Obviously, that's frustrating for the Washington Capitals, but I think a team in a better position just brushes that off. But things have not been going well in Washington. On a team basis, an individual basis for most guys, no one's having a good time. Tough start for Spencer Carberry, who was the Leafs assistant last year. He's now the head coach of the Caps. And I mean, I wouldn't put this on him at all, but, like I said on the podcast, mid-season arrives quick. In the second period, John Tavares, I thought this was on the power play. I saw Tyler Bertuzzi's out there with him. Oh, they're changing up the units. That's neat. I guess did he get promoted? Is John staying up for a long shift? Nope, this is 5-on-5. You want to see why I am jacked that they put Bertuzzi on this line? Look at that. Look at that. I know it's Tavares who does everything here, like Rielly sends it to him, and it's a beautiful tip from Tavares. But look at this. Does that look like a good time at all if you're wearing red? Does that look nice and fun and a great way to spend your evening? No! And that is a whole line of guys who can do that. Bertuzzi can do that. Tavares can do that. Willie can do that. And it's very obvious. Willie carries the puck in. I don't know who's on D, but Willie carries the puck in. JT and Bertuzzi head into the corners and into the front of the net. It's just not fun. With Järnkrok temporarily promoted to the first line, it ended up pretty good down the stretch last year. He's obviously the worker bee there. Matthews is just a maniac right now, playing incredible hockey, and Mitch can carry. Both Matthews and Marner can carry, obviously. And I'm still not sold on Kampf being the third line center, but Domi and Nice have a little good thing going. At very least, that is a nice setup in the top six there. Tavares, by the way, 10 points in 6 games and points in all 6 games. I love him. Oh, dude, an extra great thing about this game, it started at 6, which meant my 3-year-old son was awake for the start of the game. And he has a John Tavares stuffy that I got him because obviously, I mean, like, are you shocked? And he's watched him play, but he's never seen a close-up of him. And when they showed him on the pregame, like getting his jersey on, his equipment and all that, I go, do you know who that is? He's like, who? I go, that's John Tavares. And he went, it's him! He gasped and he goes, it's him! And he pointed at him like seeing Santa at the mall. That is at minimum inside the top 50 greatest moments of my life. He was so and then he goes, I want to go play hockey. And he goes and grabs his stick immediately. We weren't doing that. He was playing with like his marble run or something like that. He goes and he grabs his hockey stick. We played hockey together the whole first period. He loved it. And it was the best. Can you tell I'm proud? I forgot about that. And then I remembered it during the video. I should just talk about that for the rest of the video. Like, you know they won. You know, they go watch the highlights. Who cares? He can shoot. I mean, for a 3-year-old, he can shoot. And he's right-handed, too, which means, oh, man, if he learns how to skate backwards, I'm going to be rich. Come on, Leafs, hold on for another, decade and a half, and he'll be there. The cavalry has arrived. Dude, can I just tell you about one of my favorite things? Can I just tell you about one of my favorite things before we get to the 3-1 goal? He can talk now, like full sentences. Like, this kid won't shut up, and like, he's definitely my kid. But he goes, "Do you want to play hockey with me?" And what he heard was me go, "Yeah." But what's going on in my head is, "Oh my God, I'm the best father. This is one of the best moments of my life." Like, all that comes out of, "Yeah, sure, Leo, yeah." Dude, it's the best. Oh, it's the best. Anyway, what happened? Oh, Willie scored. That was dope. Joseph Woll has to make like a ridiculous save because the puck was just like, "Here I am," and it just landed in the zone in front of him. Auston Matthews sends a rocket up the ice. William Nylander gets it, and he drives to the net. Contract year Willie is well aware of how big he is. He drives the net, and he puts it up and over Darcy Kemper, and look who had a front row seat to this goal. Rasmus Sandin. Oh, to be in that group chat tonight. Oh, to be a fly on the wall in that group chat. I know that goal wasn't Sandin's fault, but you could see like the extra like head throwback. It wasn't just that the game was going bad. It's that one of his best friends did it. Later in the period, the Leafs get another power play. Like, the Capitals are still crushing the Leafs in terms of shots, but the Leafs just keep piling it on. Matthews finally gets another one. Finally. He went like, what, 2 games, 3 without scoring after scoring 6 in 2 games. Doesn't matter. He's got his 7th of the season. Marner with an assist, Klingberg with an assist. 2 guys just quietly putting up points. And unfortunately, Ovechkin with less than, what was it? It was 11 seconds left in the second period on the power play, not from the Ovi spot at all, but right in front. If you want a goal and you're struggling to get one, that's where you go, even if you're the best goal scorer of all time. For the good of hockey, it's probably good that he scored that, but I was mad for the shutout. I wanted the shutout. And dude, you want to talk about parking the bus in the third period? The shots were 8-3 for Washington. The Leafs didn't have a double-digit period in terms of shots once. They had 5, 9, and 3. I can't imagine Sheldon Keefe loved that too much, but he was like, whatever, 2 points is 2 points. It's October. By the way, like, it's okay and everything, but like, Halloween's in a week. You can't say that for much longer. So, wins are good. Playing good is much better. I'll take it. Questions. Would you consider this a full 60-minute performance? Yeah, I would, Robert. In terms of they just didn't really try all that much for 60 minutes. No, like, it wasn't a bad game on the Leafs' part. Again, I think Washington was like volume shooting. Woll had a few really good saves, but it was mostly volume shooting. I thought Leafs were being kind of hesitant and tried to be perfect with the puck. It worked 4 times. But like, that's what we call an early regular season effort. Do you miss Sandin? I mean, yeah, kinda. I mean, it's not like the Leafs defense is awesome, and like, Mark Giordano he's actually been pretty good, even though he drew a penalty shot. Not drew a penalty shot, he took a penalty shot. No, he didn't take the penalty shot. You know what I mean? But like, for as good or at very least adequate as Mark Giordano has been, he's 40, dude. Like, he's gone to retire. Now, the first round pick that the Leafs got in exchange for Rasmus Sandin from Washington got them Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan looks like a player, and that's great, but like, man, like, Sandin was picked in 2018. Like, that really wasn't that long ago. Or was it? Because we keep seeing first-round picks and second-round picks from 2018 on the waiver wire. It's flat cap, man. Sandin should still be a Leaf, but hopefully Easton Cowan's a player. So Morgan Riley, he's kind of good. Yeah, dude. He's playing second power play unit while John Klingberg sits up there, gobble, 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 just taking all those points. He's got 5 assists already. Riley, he's got a goal and 4 assists, 5 points in 6 games. He's a good player. Like, didn't we learn this at very least in the playoffs? Like, he's got gears, obviously. He's got gears. He's a good player. And I hope that Klingberg's added role in the lineup allows Riley to stay a little healthier, right? Like, this guy's got hard miles, right? He's been in the NHL a long time. He's had some serious injuries. Hopefully a healthy Riley means a better Riley. He looks great so far. I mean, I've had complaints. None of them have to do with him. This isn't a question. It's just from the Toronto Maple Leafs Twitter account. Came up big tonight. Call him Woolly Mammoth. Woolly Mammoth? Are we going with it? You can't call someone that adorable the woolly mammoth. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that. That's our starting woolly. Look at him. Oh. Look at oh. I like this one. Screw LFR. I want McFlurry Power fan reaction. Ah, yes. The last video uploaded on this channel was uploaded just a few hours ago. Floorball for the John Boy Media Warehouse Games McFlurry Power. My team was taking on hook, line, sinker with Kane Van Gate, who actually trained with Joseph Wool. Wouldn't you know, he was their goalie. I did a reaction video to that, and I'll let the cat out of the bag. I scored a goal. I scored a goal. Athletes, look at that. I scored a goal. Anyway, you should definitely check that out and the entire game on the Warehouse Games YouTube channel. They're actually so intense. I am shocked at how intense and competitive they are. Jesse Blake, watch his game. Love Yous versus We Got Ice. Intense. Physical. And I've seen you in the comments, SDPN and John Boy Media, the crossover I didn't know I needed. I didn't know I needed it either, but I love it. So, big dub. But that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell your friends. The Leafs only outshot Ovechkin by 3 shots and still won by 3 goals. I think Joseph Woll might be good.